Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today on Marketing with Jackie, I'm Jackie. I'm going to be showing you how to set up a retargeting audience inside Facebook Ads Manager. Now, if you're wondering what a retargeting audience is, you know when you go on a website or you just think about a product and then all of a sudden you start getting ads for it whenever you're on Instagram or you're on Facebook. That's because you're being retargeted by those companies. So basically what they're doing is they know that you are interested in their products because you visited their website, you've done a Google search, or you've looked at one of their competitors' websites, and then they're actually targeting you with their products. Now, one of the great reasons for setting up a retargeting audience is that whenever someone comes through to your websites and checks out your services or your products, you can then retarget them. So they've already indicated an interest, but for some reason they just weren't quite ready to buy. Now, that could be because they just need more time to convert. They need more time to have a think about the product and make sure the benefits and that aligns with what they're actually wanting, or because they're just waiting for you to send them a discount code. Either way, your retargeting audience can be one of your best performing audiences in Facebook campaigns. And if you're not already using a retargeting campaign to get more conversions and more sales on your websites, then you need to watch the rest of this video and let me show you exactly how to set up your retargeting audiences inside Facebook Ads Manager. All right, let's jump on into my computer because I'm going to be showing you step by step exactly how to retarget your audiences. Okay, as always, I'm going to get you to go to business.facebook.com/ads manager and jump straight into your ads manager. Now, if yours looks at all different to me, that's totally fine. You might be in a different screen. So you should have a navigation menu down the left here, and we're looking for audiences. If you don't see audiences here in this first selection, then just click the burger menu and go to all tools, and you'll either see audiences up in your shortcuts or further down in this list somewhere. So jump on through to your audiences, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can set up those audiences to target your existing social media followers, your website visitors, or anybody that has interacted with your brand online. Now, quick disclaimer, you absolutely have to have your pixel installed if you are wanting to set this up. If you don't have your pixel installed, ensure you install your pixel ASAP. The sooner you install your pixel, even if you're not ready to run ads just yet, the more data that Facebook is able to collect on your audience, and the better your ads are going to perform when you do start running ads. All right, so now that you've come through to your audiences, you'll see that I already have some audiences created, and this is because I'm already running ads inside my ads manager. If you don't have any audiences created, yours will be blank, and you'll be able to see this blue button to create an audience. When we click create an audience, it's going to give you a couple of different options. So you can create a custom audience, a lookalike audience, a special ad audience, or a saved audience. Today, we are focusing on custom audiences. This is how you create your retargeting audiences. So this is going to give you quite a few sources. So you can create an audience based on your website, based on app activity, your customer list. Your customer lists are the subscribers inside your CRM, so your email subscribers. Offline activity, so this will have to do with you downloading data from your website and uploading this. Then we have other sources from the metaverse. So basically these are anyone who interacts with you on Facebook or on Instagram. So this could be people who watched a particular video and for a particular amount of time. So this is a great option if you're wanting to retarget people who engaged with one of your reels that performed really well. You can also retarget people who submitted a lead form, who engaged with one of your instant experience ads, who did online shopping on your Facebook catalog, who visited or engaged with your Instagram account, who attended or said they were going to attend an event on Facebook, who like your Facebook page, or who engage with your Facebook listings. So There's so many options here, but there's a few in particular that I am going to recommend that no matter how you're using Facebook Ads Manager, these are the 4 basic retargeting campaigns that you should be using. So let's get started with your website. Tick your website and click on Next. And make sure that you have the correct pixel. I know many accounts that I've logged into for clients, they've created multiple pixels because they've just either made a mistake, their pixel wasn't working, so they created another one. So ensure that you are choosing the correct pixel. Include people who meet any of the following criteria, so make sure you are being really intentional with this. If you want to include people who meet all of the following criteria, that's going to be a much smaller retargeting audience than if you select any. Now, the event on the website, so we can actually retarget all website visitors, or you can go a little bit deeper and retarget people who visited specific pages, spent a specific time on your website, or just general page views. Now, if you have an e-commerce website, you're going to have more options up here. I'm a service-based business, so my website doesn't have things like add to carts or purchases. However, you will have that if you are an e-commerce website. So today, I really just want to focus on all website visitors and the retention period. So the retention period are the number of days that you want people to remain in your audience. So for example, 30 days, it means in the last 30 days, anyone who visited my website will be in this audience. After 30 days, they will be removed from that audience and the audience will continue to refresh and be renewed with my most recent website visitors. So I am going to expand this out to the maximum of 180 days for this retargeting audience. Now, I could exclude people who have taken a specific action. So let's say I'm wanting to retarget website visitors and I'm wanting them to buy my course. I could actually put in an exclusion of anyone who has purchased my course. And I can do that in a couple of different ways. Instead of all website visitors, I might want to exclude people who have visited a specific page. And then the page I would put here is the course purchase thank you page, because I know that the only people who visit that page have purchased the course, and if they purchase the course, then I don't want them to see my ads to purchase my course any longer. Now, naming your audiences clearly is really important. As you continue to grow your ad account and run more ads, you're just going to have more and more audiences in there. So I like to name them super simple, straightforward, exactly what they are, which would be website visitors. And then I put the time frame because I might create another audience in the future that is website visitors for just 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever that might be. And then click create an audience. Now, once you've created this audience, you are going to be prompted to create a lookalike audience or an ad. But you can go ahead and follow these prompts, but for us, we're going to start creating another retargeting audience. So the next retargeting audience that we are going to create are your Instagram engagers. So select Instagram account and click next. Now, couple of different events you can choose here. The most common is everyone who is engaged with your professional account. And once again, if you have multiple Instagram accounts, ensure you select the correct Instagram account. You can also retarget anyone who has visited your profile, anyone who engaged with a specific post or ad, anyone who sent you a message, or who saved a post or ad. So all of these different audience targeting, they have different purposes, different stages in your campaign. But for this particular example, we just want to target anyone who's engaged with our account whatsoever. And the maximum retention for this is 365 days. So I'm going to leave that one in there. And again, I'm going to name it really clearly, IG Engagers 365 days. Now, you will do the exact same thing that we've just done, except you will also do that for your professional Facebook page as well. So create audience, Facebook page, and follow those steps that I just walked you through. Now, the last one is our customer list. Now, this one is a little bit trickier to create, but definitely worthwhile. So the good thing about retargeting your customer list is you can download all of the emails from your subscribers and actually upload them into Facebook. Facebook will then match the accounts with those emails and retarget your email subscribers. Now keep in mind, often people will have more than one email, and if they subscribe with one email but have their Facebook set up with an older email, then we won't be able to retarget them. So a general rule of thumb is that your email list will get about a 60% rate of matches. So about 60% of your email list will be able to be retargeted. So if you have less than 100 emails on your list, I do not recommend using your customer list for retargeting just yet. Wait until you have a couple of hundred emails, and then that way you're going to actually have an audience that's big enough to retarget using your customer list. So this one is pretty straightforward. If you have MailChimp already, you can actually import it straight from MailChimp. Otherwise, you'll need to download your email list from your CRM and then upload it into Facebook. Facebook, as you can see here, gives you the instructions that you actually need. You can actually see the formatting guidelines and create your spreadsheet so that it matches Facebook's formatting guidelines. Alternatively, you can upload your list and just go through and manually match each of the columns, which I'm going to show you how to do right now. Okay, so just follow the prompts through. Does your list include a column for customer value? For me, no. As a service-based business, each of my customers have different price ranges, so I don't want to include a value. I don't want it to record a value that could be inaccurate or could change. However, if you have a one product business that say your product is worth $99, then you could absolutely put a product value in there. And that way, every time you get a conversion, you'll be recording that product value and getting a ROAS on your ads. However, most of the time we're going to click no, and we are going to agree to the custom audience terms, of course. Now we're going to upload our CSV file here, which I have already downloaded. So once you've uploaded your audience, I recommend naming your audience something a little bit clearer for you. So for me, this would be all subscribers. And then I always like to put the date as well so that I know when I actually uploaded this. So this would be March 22, because as you continue to collect more and more subscribers, you will continue to update this list. So it's great to have a reminder there of when you last updated the list so you know when you need to do it next. So then we go through to next, and then we need to map out all of our identifiers. So far in this one, Facebook has only mapped out the email automatically. So we're going to go into this action needed and map out any others. So depending on how much information you actually collect when you are collecting subscribers, there's different things that you can map out. Unfortunately, my email provider collects the names as a single name instead of first name and last name. So what I generally recommend doing there is actually separating them in your spreadsheet before you upload them. So separate the first name and the last name into two separate columns. It's actually really easy to do. If you just Google how to do that, there's a really quick option for you to do that in Excel or in Google Sheets. So once you've mapped everything out, then you want to import and create this audience. So it's the bigger your audiences, the more you can retarget them, and beginning to grow those audiences now are essential to being able to retarget them in the future. So your Facebook, your website visitors, your Instagram visitors, and also your email list are your core retargeting audience. They are everyone who is in your audience that you can retarget. In the future, when you are getting more complex with your campaigns and your funnels, then you can begin to retarget people who took specific actions, like someone who specifically engaged with a reel promoting one of your course launches or one of your services. You can also retarget people who engaged with a specific video that you shared on your social media or a video that they watched on your website. You can also start to retarget people who visited a specific thank you page. For example, anyone who downloaded your lead magnet and then landed up on your thank you page. So you can get really creative with the types of audiences that you are retargeting But if you are new and you have a smaller audiences, then you just want to be really general and retarget your entire audience. All right, guys, that is everything for today. Now you know how to create retargeting audiences and use them inside your funnels and inside your ad campaigns. If you have any questions about audiences on Facebook, please let me know in the comments. I would be more than happy to answer those for you or create a specific video that you're wanting help with. Just let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. I really appreciate the support whilst I am growing this channel. And head on over to @BearDigital if you would like to engage with me on Instagram. I share a bunch of content there regularly, and you can send me a DM there again with any questions or comments that you might have. Thanks so much for now, and I'll see you next week.